Imagine if Spotify did their first ever Super Bowl commercial next year with Emma Chamberlain,
Oh,
Trevor
I'm
Noah,
sold already.
yes, and Alex Cooper.
Really? Oh, that's a great trio.
Yes, and it would be to promote specifically their video podcast that they've been investing millions in.
Interesting.
Because I think they know that's something that makes Spotify different from the competitors. And my concept for a Spotify Super Bowl commercial, it starts with someone, maybe they're going to college, maybe they just moved into their first apartment, and they're on Skype with their parents, and the parents are like, how's the move? Are you making friends? And they're like, not yet, but I'll make do. And then they close the laptop, and then they get in bed, and it's all lonely, right? The next morning, they're going to get coffee, go into a coffee shop, they come back all by their lonesome, they're getting in the car, and then the camera pans over, and it's Emma Chamberlain holding coffee, talking to them.
Yeah.
And I think she should be having headphones and like the boom mic, so you know it's a podcast, but she says something philosophical about friendship and life, as she always does.
Okay.
Right? So then the person, they're kind of like, oh, maybe I made a friend, you know?
Yeah.
And then it goes to the next day. It's them. They're at a bar, and they get stood up. So they're kind of like looking at their phone. Hey, are you coming? And no one shows up. And then you see the camera pans over to the seat next to them. And on the TV is like a political thing. And then you hear Trevor Noah say, is anyone sitting here? And then he makes some funny commentary.
Like giving commentary in real time.
Exactly. And then like the camera zooms out, and you see the two of them laughing and like cheersing a drink, right?
Yes.
So they've made two friends. And then the next scene is them sitting on a couch, maybe like this, eating their popcorn, watching some dating show, like maybe The Bachelor, whatever. And then camera pans out, and it's Alex Cooper sitting next to them in her like unwell sweats, pouring her own glass of wine and saying something funny about the show, like, oh, these men are awful, but like it makes great TV, you know?
Yeah.
Last scene. Okay. It's the person. So they've made three friends. They're feeling good.
Right.
But now it shows them walking to a restaurant, and they have headphones on, implying that they're listening to podcasts while they're walking down the sidewalk. And they're turning in to go into a restaurant, and they get a text message that's like, hey, like, we're in the back, like, my new friends are excited to meet you.
Yeah.
Implying they've made new friends. And then it symbolically shows them, like, pausing their podcast, closing the Spotify app, taking their headphones off, walk into the restaurant, and they're giving hugs, and they're meeting their new friends. And then it goes to the Spotify logo, and it says, Spotify Podcasts, keeping you company from point A to point B.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, and I feel like it's sentimental, and it's almost reverse marketing, that like the emotional high point at the end is them like actually turning Spotify off.
Yeah.
And it's acknowledging like you don't have to rely on us, but we're there to keep you company.